Retsina has had a reputation. At its worst, it could feel as though somebody knocked over a pine tree, and it landed in your wine. But a Greek winemaker is asking a better question. Can the pine tree itself have terroir?
Retsina is a traditional Greek wine made with pine resin. Resin was associated with sealing ancient amphorae and protecting wine from oxygen. A practical part of storage became a recognizable style. Modern Retsina deliberately introduces resin during winemaking.
The species here is Aleppo pine, Pinus halepensis. That gives Retsina two agricultural materials that may carry information about place: grapes from a vineyard and resin from a forest.
Eleni Kechri is a chemical engineer and oenologist who helped revive serious Retsina. After nearly 2 decades at her family winery, she made the pine a research subject. She founded 1979 Wines in 2024. The name recalls Greece's 1979 recognition of Retsina as an appellation by tradition.
Most winemakers interrogate grapes. Kechri interrogated the tree. Where did it grow? How old was it? What was the microclimate? When was its resin collected? And how?
Commercial collectors may apply sulfuric acid paste to a pine wound. The tree tries to seal that wound. The paste keeps resin flowing longer, producing more resin before another visit. Economically sensible. Chemically, unknown.
Kechri's alternative omits the acid. The resin flows, and the wound heals naturally. The collector must tap again, so yield is lower. But does gentler treatment also change the resin?
Her team compared experimental wines for roughly 3 years using sensory tasting, gas chromatography, and liquid chromatography. Kechri reports that conventional resin gave a more oily character. Sustainable resin contained more limonene and desirable terpene character with a finer expression.
Limonene is associated with citrus aromas. Picture the bright smell released by twisted lemon peel. That is shorthand, not a claim that lemon entered the wine. The important point, harvesting method appears to change the chemistry entering the fermenter.
So the sustainability pitch may be, treat the tree better and get better resin. The technique received a Greek patent. Then came the truly wine geek question.
Resin from different forests was not identical. Kechri describes differences connected to region, microclimate, tree age, perhaps even tree families. Her phrase is pineyard terroir. Suddenly, Retsina sounds suspiciously like Burgundy.
The 2022 Kallos wines make the experiment clear. Both use Assyrtiko from the same single vineyard at Yeracona in Goumenissa. The winemaking philosophy is comparable. The variable is the pine forest.
Kallos Thalassino uses sustainable resin from coastal Aleppo pines at Eleni in Halkidiki. Steriano uses inland resin from pines near Megara in Attica. Same grapes, different forest.
Can you taste it? Kechri says coastal resin repeatedly produces different aromas. Thalassino is described as saline, citrus-driven, and linear. Steriano as richer, deeper, and more herbal. Both 2022 wines reportedly earned 18.5 out of 20 from Jancis Robinson.
But no fairy tale chemistry. We cannot say sea salt enters pine roots and makes wine salty. The disciplined claim is that coastal and inland resins produce measurably and sensorially different wines. The exact environmental mechanism remains open.
Terroir joins place, plant, climate, and human decisions. Usually the plant is a grapevine. Retsina may have terroir 1, the vineyard, soil, climate, and Assyrtiko, plus terroir 2, the forest, microclimate, pine tree, and harvesting method.
Wine keeps narrowing origin. Country, region, village, vineyard, parcel, vine. Kechri applies that obsession to an ingredient once treated as a commodity. We may soon argue over which side of a hill grows the best pine. Comment below. Terroir or an elegant technicality?
Old-school Retsina could taste like a pine tree fell into your glass. Eleni Kechri asks whether we should care which pine tree it was. Vineyard terroir, meet pineyard terroir. I want these bottles blind, because if I identify the coast from resin, I need another wine certification. Subscribe for more wine science.